So I apologize that the book decides to go with agreement verbs for those kind of verbs that we just saw, and now agreeing with one of the many criticisms I have with the organization of the book is one, I found typos that are really fun. If I point one out, there's one where they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Pretty important when you're grading homework. Going, there's no 6. Anyway, so this is agreeing, but with conditions. Remember at the beginning of this unit in 1, we talked about someone asked you, oh, there was that conversation where he said, I remember we were supposed to have dinner tonight, but my boss asked me if I could work overtime. So do you mind calling the restaurant and postponing it, putting it off to a different day? So we're going to take those and then we're going to answer them with slightly different questions, where before it was either yes or no. Now it's yes, but. Yes, I can, but however. And there are 2 different ways of looking at this that we're going to explore here. The first is, yes, I can, but I got to do this first. Hold on a second. There's a typo. Hide, pause. Okay. Copied and pasted without making the change. Okay, so the first one is, explaining the situation, making request. That's the same as it was before. And then the response is, yes, but here's what has to happen first. The second answer will be, yes, but what is expected in return? So here's what I need from you, but I'll help you. I'll help you, but I need this. Or I'll help you, but first I got to do this. Right. And part of what that dialogue is there's a sort of negotiation, right? Of, is this okay? Is this okay with you? Yes or no? So it's a question of, will you help me? It's a question back of, okay, but under these conditions, right? Okay, so those are the 2 we're going to look at. And we're going to look at these phrases. They're rather long, so I couldn't fit that lower one without making the text smaller, so I apologize. Sure, true, or sure, that's the sign. It's the one, and it comes out from the mouth. Sure, sure, sure. Fine, right? Fine. True, 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 fine. Or sure, 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 fine, fine, fine. But, now sometimes you sign the but, or it could be just a, I have to do this, right? So it could be but or a shrug. And then first, we've done lists, right? First, second, third, fourth, always starts with the thumb. So if you just do the thumb, it means, but first I got to do this, implying that this is now fulfilling the request. But first, and then dot, 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 I need to do something else. You can also say, okay, and you can repeat that or just do it once. 5, 5, 5, but, and again, but or but first. But first, then I'm happy. So the first half of all of these can apply to any of the responses. Happy to help, happy to go, happy to buy, happy to whatever. Then understand, and then you explain whatever's the exchange. Understand, I'm going to need gas money, right? And that can be a long explanation, or it can be short. I need extra time, or I need to study. So I don't mind dropping you off at work, but I need to study. So whatever. So while you're working, I will be studying, right? Or I'll need your car to go home. Okay. So the second half of each of these is the conditional clause. The first half you could rearrange, put other things in there, anything else. At the end of each of those is that, what do you think? Well, I need to study. So almost all of them end with this sort of, the ball's in your court. A bit of vocab. Park. park. So there could be two. This is like parking lot, park area, right? So there's two different, there's the park verb and a park where you go to, parking lot, or the place where you park. Anyway, expensive, boom. What it is it's like money, hot. Ooh, expensive. Burnt my fingers. Fuel gauge on empty. This is really easy. Some people will do it with an E. Gas. And I see a lot of people go, none, right? Or almost E. Little things you can add to make it clearer. For you, oftentimes it comes out as one movement. For you. For is a very English word, unless it's doubled like for. But for you. After. This actually means across. Many times we'll go finish, then this. When you finish, we'll do that. After, we'll do that. Or after, or next. Okay. Before. So after, before. Prepone, postpone. And then search for, look for. We did that with the keys. Could you go look for my keys, right? My keys. Fill with gasoline. So this will be the pump, and this will be the gas cap, right? The gas hole. That guy's such a gas hole. I don't know why I thought that was funny in the moment. It's dumb. Anyway, gas full. Need to gas full. Gas full. Make sure you're doing it like you put the pump in. Don't do it from below. This is the butthole. So if you do this, you've stuck something not in your car. Gas. So always think about putting gas in. Sometimes you see it like this. It's better to do with this. Here's the pump. Took a dark turn. Download. This is oftentimes used for stealing or picking something up. I've got to carry it over to here. Download. So it's 2 X's or 2 double X's, which is how bloated I'm feeling right now. I'm wearing double X's. It's been a long week. Anyway, first, we talked about this already. That understand. I have to do that, right? Fine with me. Sure thing. Happy to, glad to. Copy. We did this way back in ASL 1. Copy me. It's like make a photocopy. Exchange. Now, don't read too much into it. Notice how if you exchange, you're getting the same thing back, right? An easy way to think about it is that you're going to reach for something and then exchange. Reach. Right? So exchange. We also use it for change, but it's more like making change as opposed to changing something. Exchange. And but or however. But. Cool. Now, again, we're going to go through the same requests, the same 6 requests from 8.1. I've included them in here. Slightly smaller. If you need them larger, go full screen. But they walk you through exactly what you're going to need to do. It's right below. All the text tells you what to do. Person's going to sign to you. Practice it beforehand and then respond like you're talking to a Zoom call. They're going to ask you something. While they're signing, respond all the way through. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's bad. Oh, working overtime. Oh, it's money. Okay. Then they ask, will you call? Oh, you're willing. So nodding, maybe a sign like fine or sure. Then, but, and shift to the side is like, here's this, but contrastive structure, there's this other thing I got to do first. Or there's this thing I need in return. So again, nod for the, oh, fine, 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 fine. But I got to do this. What do you think? So this is a recap. So I will do this, and then we'll do that, right? Is that okay? So we break it down a little bit more than when we first talked about it. So willingness, nodding, but, oh, that's the way the transition is. They're separating this is. But here's the transition to, I'm going to do this. Okay. How does that sound? So those are the 4 steps. Grief is denial. And anyway, same thing happens with the computer. She asked, can you help hook up my computer? Yeah, I'm willing to, but this has to happen first, right? He's asking you to go back and check for his car keys. Yes, but this has to happen first, right? So then we're going to look at the next 3. Right. Let me pause it for a second. Okay. So I had a moment of inspiration and I wanted to do this in the text so I can explain it. So here we are with the first 3, the same ones from the restaurant, the computer, the car. Go through and respond to each of the 3 with, here's what has to happen first. So yes, I'll do it, but this is what has to happen first. The restaurant, the computer, the car. Then go back and do those same 3 again, but do the other response of what's expected, right? So yes, but I need you to help me with this, or but you're going to have to pay me. I don't know, whatever, some response to each of those 3. You're going to have to make me dinner. I'll help you hook up your computer, but I expect a hamburger, right? I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. So once you've done them, the first 3, both ways, now we're going to switch. And I want to start with the second group of 3 requests, but do it with what is expected. So continue on that path of, sure, I can help you order tickets for the show in New York, but I need this in return. And then the airport, I think it's trip to the airport, right? Drop it off at the airport, and then friends, chat. Okay. Then, so you go through all 3 of them. Then when you get to the bottom, and go back and reverse of what must happen first. So I'll help you order tickets, but first I need to do this. And then the airport, and then the friends. So just a way of sort of breaking it up so you get to do all of those responses. It's going to take some time. I apologize. Here's the phrases again. Both sides, what happens first, what is expected, and then a simplified way of remembering that. So now what's coming up is, how would you respond to 4 different new requests? There are no correct answers to this one. So what I want you to do is just come up with, how would you respond? If you want to do them cold, try it. But one of the key things I want you to do is respond. As they're signing to you, respond to what you're seeing. And if you need to, go back and start it again, but act as if this is a new conversation. Okay. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, fine. I can help you. Whichever response you want to give. So go through each of them. There's a couple of new signs, and they're in here. One of the ones we've talked about, computer before, laptop. I skipped over it. I think I skipped over that when I was doing that. So laptop. Some people do it this way, laptop. I find this more, this is just fine. So really, there's not much more to this. Just practicing through these. Again, like I've said with some of the other chapters, as we get deeper into ASL, there's a lot more that you need to just sort of practice on your own, or go chat with one of the tutors. And I think I may have pointed out in one of the last videos, we have a new tutor. So now we have 3 people available. Email me if you want specific information. if you feel like you need remedial help with going over and studying with someone, that's great. Uh, they're there for that. They're also there if you just want to have conversation, especially if you are not on campus and are going crazy. Any of the three are really great. You can just Zoom with them and have a chat for 15 minutes, half an hour inside. And that will help. Cool. All right, that's it.